believe it takes someone just 3 seconds to decide whether or not to follow you on Instagram? So how do we actually get people hooked once they land on your Instagram profile? I'm Nadine Daff, and in this video, I'm going to be sharing insanely actionable tips in order for you to create a beautiful Instagram theme to get those people to hit that follow button. But before I share my juicy tips, be sure to subscribe and hit the notification bell because I release new videos every single Tuesday on how you can use Instagram in order to leverage growth for your business. And be sure to stick around to the end of the video because I'm also going to be sharing how and which hashtags you should be using in order to attract followers and clients. I can't tell you how many times I got asked, how do you create your own theme? And I get it, it's a hot topic and it's an important one at that, because that's how you're really going to attract followers and customers. And I'm living proof of it. Once I doubled down on my Instagram theme, not only has my account blew up and grew to over 10,700 followers for my Henna account, but also I started to get inquiries, I started to get DMs and emails consistently from potential customers and clients. Step number 1 is create your categories. Basically, what that means is you want to create 5 categories in which you are going to create content for each and every single category. So ultimately, you just need to come up with 5 categories that is ultimate and true to not only your brand, but who you are as an individual, because that's how you're going to start attracting people who want to work with you personally rather than just any vendor at all. But also, you want to be sure to have those 5 categories complement your overall business. Here's an example of what my 5 categories look like for my Nadine Daff account, or for my personal brand account. Number 1, sharing a business or Instagram tip. Number 2 is something that is fitness related, just because recently I've undergone a fitness journey and it's taught me so much about entrepreneurship. So I make sure that I tie that in within what I'm teaching to people or to my followers. Number 3 are graphic quotes. And these are quotes that I create in order to get people to actually tag friends or something that is relatable to my audience and my dream clients. Number 4 is my workspace and what my workspace or what my desk looks like in order to show people the behind the scenes of my day-to-day in order to really get them attracted to the kind of business that I do. And finally, number 5 is something personal. I'm going to be sharing something that is personal about me, just so that the audience or my followers get to know me on a much more profound level in order to elevate that level of trust. Now, you can implement it in your business in any which way. However, it just needs to really be aligned and complement who you are as an individual just as much as what it is that you offer within your business. The most important thing here is you want to make sure that all 5 categories are visible and seen within the first 9 photos in your Instagram grid. Tip number 2 is create a color palette and stick to it. Now, you can either do that by selecting a single color or 2 single colors and make sure that it is visible and perceptible in each and every single photo. However, if you don't want to commit to that single color, just make sure that the color tones of the image are cohesive throughout your Instagram feed. Now, there are 2 ways that I do it myself in both my Henna account and my personal brand. In my Henna account, as you can see, my theme consists of the colors, 2 colors, teal and white. So you'll find one image that is teal, predominantly teal, and the other image that is predominantly white. However, with my personal brand, I focus on specific color tones. So I make sure that I increase the greens, increase the blues, and probably decrease the oranges and the reds and the yellows to make my photo a little bit more earthy and a little bit cooler than most images out there. Oh my god. So ultimately, you don't necessarily have to stick to 1 or 2 colors. However, by making sure that specific colors are popped up and other colors are sort of decreased down, that's how you can create a cohesive feed without feeling the need or without feeling that urge in order to shoot in the same color in every single photo. So I know this can sound all confusing or easier said than done, so I'm going to tell you a tip that you're going to totally love me for. Here's what I advise that you do. Go to the App Store or the Google Store, no matter what kind of phone you have, and download the Adobe Lightroom app. It's a free app and it's an amazing app in order to edit your photos. However, the second step to this is go to etsy.com and type in Adobe Lightroom presets mobile or mobile Adobe Lightroom presets. And basically what presets are is that these are filters that you can literally apply to your photo in one single click to make all your images look the same way. And Etsy, it can have presets that you can download for as little as $2 to $3. And I know if you're iffy about paying that money, just think about it like this. Would you rather have a cup of coffee from Starbucks or a filter or a preset that is going to live with you throughout from here on in order to apply to your Instagram photos without really needing to worry on how to shoot specific images to make sure that it's cohesive as possible. Now, there's also a free app that you can download that has a range of filters that you can choose from if you don't want to go through that Etsy route. And that app is called VSCO, VSCO, and it's a free app that you can download. It has a bunch of paid filters, but they also have a bunch of free filters in there as well. And you can apply those filters on your images in order to create that beautiful and cohesive feed. Tip number 3 is batching your content. Now, basically what batching means is that you are fronting the workload to make sure that you get all the content that you need on a single day. So rather than shooting your content day by day, you dedicate 1 or 2 days to shoot a whole month's worth of Instagram content. And not only is this a time saver, but this also helps you create a much more seamless theme that is way more intentional, that is going to create a beautiful visual brand that gets people attracted and hooked. And if you want to know more about batching your content or how you can plan your Instagram content, I actually have a video that's coming out next week talking exactly about that. Tip 4 is balancing and planning it all out. Now you have actually created your photos, batched out your content, established your theme, and have your 5 categories. Now's the time to actually plan it so that you can post it out into the world. So I use this app called PLANN, PLANN. I will link it in the description below. They have a free version and a paid version. And basically you can actually upload all your images on there and click and drag around so that you can see what your theme would look like before even having to post it out into the world. And the feature of this app as well is that you can schedule it so that it sends you little reminders in order to post for the day so that you're sure you're not rummaging through your phone in order to post what you're supposed to post and forgetting to even post during the day, because we're humans and it happens sometimes. So now that you've created your theme and you know the exact principles in order to establish your feed, how are you going to actually get people to land on your Instagram account or to get found? Well, I have a free Instagram hashtags guide that you can download. You can find the link in the description below that basically shows you an exact step-by-step strategy in order to know the 30 hashtags that you should be using in order to attract quality followers and clients. Don't forget, next week, I'm going to be releasing a new video on how to plan your Instagram content and how to streamline it so that it is an easy and swift process for you so that you never ever have to worry about content creation for Instagram ever again. Can't wait to see you on over in the next video.